Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I am Kel McDonald and I am the creator of The City Between, and we're going to be doing a live reading of Fame and Misfortune. Um, Before we get started, we're going to have everyone introduce themselves, and we're going to do a mic check at the same time. So if you are in the chat, please let us know that you can hear everyone. So that way we don't get a repeat of last time where one person's mic, aka mine, just flat out was not working. Um, so.
All right, I'll start us off. My name is Blue Delliquanti, they, them. I'm going to be playing Rebecca Gadling.
So can everyone in the chat hear Rebecca? Looks like we don't have. So yeah, I'm gonna add a person who regularly chats in. I don't think anyone is in the chat at the moment, or actively talking. So Iris, can you? Oh, there we go. Kel and Blue are both clearly audible thus far. Thank you. You're gonna be our thumbs up or thumbs down. So next, Mistress Lala, played by
Iris, that's me. Mistress Lala is being played by Iris J. Pronouns are she or zere, if you're feeling spicy.
Is Iris coming in okay? Since there's a delay. All right, Iris is a thumbs up. Next, Marnie
Wonderful.
Jessup.
Hey there, I am Alina Pete, and I am they, them. Good to be here.
I spelt Alina's name wrong on the little cash sheet I made very quickly.
Alina.
Yeah,
That's fine.
can you all hear
It's
Alina
very French.
okay?
It's fancy.
Alina is
I
a
am
thumbs
Alina,
up.
cracked egg with the spoon.
Next up is Mistress Lala's entourage.
Micky, Nicky, and Vicky.
Yep.
Done by Andrea Purcell, she, her.
Can you hear Andrea okay? Andrea is a go. And last, we got Fatima.
Howdy, I'm going to be playing Fatima here today. I'm Hye Mardikian, and I'm he, they.
And everyone else is going to be played by me, Kel McDonald, whose pronouns are they, them. So let's get started.
Well, I wanted the best protection money could buy.
Mistress Lala, are you aware that some doubt your claims about your bodyguard?
I hate this.
Well, they're all welcome to test my claims.
Look at her. All the posing and pretending for the camera.
See if they can stand up to the big bad wolf.
Are they really buying into all of this? Really?
Well, it's good to see this stalker situation isn't putting your life on hold.
God forbid the sex, drugs, and rock and roll stop.
And it has been a challenge. Has it been a challenge ensuring Mistress Lala continues with the life she's accustomed to in such trying times?
She's not hard to keep track of.
Now, Rebecca, can I call you Rebecca? Does the werewolf thing help?
Not again.
It's got to be a hoax. $50 to yank it, see if it's real.
Cheap hair gel. Smells like beer and pot. Right side dominant. Used to work out. Stopped a year ago. That's Ms. Gadling, please. And yeah, it helps. In 3, 2, 1. Don't even think about it.
I'll have a new album out in July. It'll be called Fairyland. It'll be my best work yet.
And she's back to being the center of the universe. Sleep deprived, drunk, Dress is too small. Snorts coke. Black eye covered with makeup. Limping a little. And him again.
Blam, blam, blam.
You ripped my dress!
And we're done. 5, 4, 3.
Are you causing a scene again?
A new record. I was just doing my job, Connor. Is it just me? Oh, sorry.
No, is it just me, or does your job always end up making more work for me?
That's not my fault.
So what happened?
Can't one of your underlings tell you?
Different department, you know that, and I want to hear it from you.
I'm working for her. The guy's been stalking her. He shot at her. I chased him down.
And you needed to change for that.
Give me a break. Guy keeps throwing stuff in my way. I mean, he even pushed some lady in front of the LR.
What?
Don't worry, she's fine. I grabbed her before she got hit.
You grabbed her.
Yeah,
While you were a wolf.
obviously.
How?
Fuck. Oh.
Did you break the skin?
I don't know.
How do you not know?
Excuse me. I was a little preoccupied.
Well, you need to go find her and let her know.
I have work. You do it.
Rebecca, the first time is scary as hell if you don't know what's going on. You need to talk to her. It's...
Blah, blah, blah. I'm right because I'm a dick with a badge. Blah, blah, blah. I have work. Plus, if I go snooping around, it'll look weird. You can just flash the badge.
Fine, but I'm just finding her address. You're still talking to her.
All right.
I mean it.
Ass. Great. Her again.
Hey, what the fuck?
Calm down, fatty. You'll get it back in a second.
It's Fatima, not Fatty.
Whatever.
My, camera?
Hold on. Almost done.
There aren't any pictures of you fuzzing you this time, I swear.
Forgive me for not taking your word for it.
I don't know why you care. Everyone knows.
It's not the wolf that concerns me.
I don't suppose you would want to explain the, fire?
Not to you.
Oh, come on. I'll split the money for the story with you.
Wouldn't you rather know where Lala will be letting her hair down tomorrow?
Oh, you know me so well.
She's going to 20 below.
Oh, no way I'm missing that. You think she'll pay the bouncer to fight you again?
No, because he's still in the hospital and it's my day off.
Gadling, get your ass over here now!
Duty shrieks.
I wish I'd been there, Marnie. I'd kill for Lala's autograph.
For the last time, I didn't even see her.
But the dog you saw, maybe that's her bodyguard.
Janelle, you don't actually believe that she has a werewolf bodyguard.
Why not? She's super famous and rich. She could have paid someone to track one down.
And why would do all that when she could just pay someone to pretend to be one?
You're no fun at all.
I'll see you later.
Marnie Jessup?
Do I know you?
Not exactly. We just ran into each other last night.
What?
You almost got pushed into the LR, and I caught you with my teeth because I was a wolf that was on fire.
I'm just gonna go up to my apartment now. Please don't follow me.
I'm not crazy.
I didn't say you were.
I can prove it.
Please don't do that.
Do what?
You're very tall and, scary.
Sorry. Being scary is part of my job.
Well, you're good at it. What exactly do you do?
I'm a bodyguard.
And you have a tail.
And I was the wolf last night.
Huh. Why are you here?
Because I did something incredibly stupid.
Maybe we should talk upstairs. So you aren't actually certain?
I told you, no.
When will you be?
Why are humans so dumb? Midnight, next full moon.
So that's...
Saturday. Don't any of them keep track of all this? Jeez.
Okay. So I have a bit of prep time. Okay. It will be okay.
What's her problem?
And you'll help, like, talk me through all of this?
Yeah, that's my job.
What's that mean? Is there some secret?
No. Now shut up.
Look, I'm just trying to get all my facts in order. I mean, I've never met a werewolf. I don't even know anyone who has, or even anyone who knows someone who has.
You don't say.
The point is, I have questions.
Here we go. Can you eat chocolate? Do you chase cars? What's it like? Why are your eyes yellow? Does your tail wag? Do you wish you were human? Do you eat people?
Is there anything other than the tail that'll stick around when I'm not a wolf?
Uh, hmm. I I don't really know enough about humans to answer that.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
What's that supposed to mean? I know a guy who could probably spell that part out for you. You got plans tonight? We could meet him for dinner. You okay with steaks and beer?
I guess steaks are fine?
The extra strength takes a little getting used to, so don't use any fragile dishes for about a month.
Huh. Thanks. You've been very helpful.
It's fine, I know it can be a lot. Unlike some socially stunted jerks.
Fuck you.
Not even in your dreams, and it's not my fault you never talk to people.
Like it's any of his business who I talk to.
You know, you might end up helping her out more than she ends up helping you.
Really now.
This conversation needs to stop right now.
Dun-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Thank God.
Hello? Tonight? I'll make sure to be there.
Woman's voice, stern tone, mentioned deal going down. Got a bust?
Yeah, some ritzy nightclub 20 below.
Fuck. I should get going.
I probably should too. I've got work in the morning. So, can we meet up tomorrow?
Can't let him see me run.
And I should probably get your number.
Maybe a minute longer till I'm out of sight. 115-121-225.
Mine's... Hey,
Come on, come on. Damn it, why do these things always take so long?
oh, Christ, you're fast. What's the goddamn hurry?
I'm trying to make sure I have a job tomorrow.
Well, warn me next time. And we aren't done here.
Not much crowd below. You still want to talk? Okay, hold on tight.
What? Ah! What is wrong with you? You just jumped 4 stories.
And I'm about to run 20 blocks uptown.
You just jumped 4 stories.
Not much muscle tone. Still out of breath from before. Sits a lot at work. Short legs, 2-inch heels. She probably can't keep up. How about I just meet you there?
Fine. Where are you going exactly?
20 below.
Great. See you there.
Hey, I need in.
You and everyone else, Amazon. Have we met? You look familiar.
Tony and I had a scuffle last time I was here.
You work for Mrs. Lala, right? She's already in there.
Spilled whiskey sour. Just threw up. Took a hit of E-pot. Where is she?
Why are they only playing sad songs? God.
What? I can't hear anything over this crap music. What are you wearing?
You need to leave.
Where the hell have you been?
It was my day off.
Then go chase a cat or something. I'm telling this DJ what real music sounds like.
Yeah, go chase a cat.
That doesn't even make any sense, Nicky.
Nicky's over there. God.
No one fucks with me.
Shit. Sorry, Micky.
I'm Micky. That's Vicky.
This isn't good. On some kind of upper, hiding brass knuckles, drunk, favors right side, bad knee.
Yeah, well, who here has a record that's gone platinum, you fucking bitch? Oh my god, what is his problem?
We need to go.
Yeah, the music here is awful.
Nice save. I thought it was your day off, though.
It is. I needed to make sure I had a job to come back to tomorrow.
Well, you missed the best part of the night.
What'd she do?
She did a striptease on the bar and started to sing one of her songs until she forgot the words.
Lovely. I'm sure I'll see the highlights tomorrow.
Oh, you will.
Oof. Sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
There you are.
Hi.
So do you still have a job?
For now.
What was so urgent anyway?
I need to make sure Lala isn't in here when Connor shows up with the cops.
Oh. You could have clued me in.
Connor might have heard. So, when do you get off work tomorrow?
Huh?
You mentioned you have work in the morning. We can meet up after.
Oh, right. I'll be done at 3.
I'll still be on Lala duty. Meet me at the recording studio on 20th and Nexbury, level 5. Wait, no, there'll be security. Just meet me on level 4. Call if you get lost.
And remember, darling, we're shooting that commercial right
That's-
after lunch. No, that's her manager.
For that
talking to her.
nasty... Yeah, sorry, yeah, I forgot. For that nasty-ass soda? I don't have to actually drink any of that shit, do I?
What?
You want me to do the scream?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Discord muted.
Yeah, Discord
God damn it,
muted you.
Discord.
Yeah.
Scream too powerful.
Man,
All right.
let me back up, I guess. Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta get a good take at this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, automatically determine input sensitivity. There's the bitch. Okay, ready? Okay, resuming. 3, 2, 1.
I think it muted you again.
Sure.
Fuck off!
All right. I'll do the scream because Discord hates it. Hey!
Oh god! Oh god!
Get your feet on the handrail.
We're gonna die! We're gonna die!
You're not going to die. Now get on the railing.
Oh my god! My shoes are ruined!
Fuck this shit. Come on, I need a break.
What about
Her manager can handle her.
you? Don't seem to like your job much.
My last one was easier. I was guarding some artifact for a sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Whoops. Yeah. Werewolves aren't the only magic around.
Is that what the fire is all about?
I really shouldn't talk about it with humans.
Well, thanks to you, that might not include me anymore.
Might being the key word.
Come on.
No.
Sorry for prying. It's not every day you get to meet a werewolf or see an elevator crash like that.
That really isn't every day. When was the last time you heard of one crashing like that?
Few years ago, I remember hearing that a bunch got stuck. Never heard of one crashing like that.
It's odd, isn't it? Oh, right. Your warning, as requested, I'm about to run off.
Thanks.
Connor!
I heard you made quite the save.
Yeah. Listen, do you guys have any way of knowing if someone cut the cable?
The detective assigned to it will investigate. We won't know right away.
And that's not you?
I work in narcotics.
So that's a no.
Yeah, that's a no.
Ass. Did you come here just for me?
Yep.
Don't you have junkies to chase down?
Don't you have spoiled pop princesses to tend to?
These were custom made. They were worth more than you make in a week!
You alright?
I'll live thanks to you.
I'm glad someone noticed.
We need to take her to the hospital to check for a concussion. And I need to get Mistress Lala to her commercial shoot. I can't.
I can get her there. Go to the hospital.
You also need to make sure her stylist is called for emergency help at the shoot and that someone gets her another pair of those ridiculous boots.
Will do. Want to come see a commercial shoot?
I'm just traumatized from this morning. I mean, aren't there supposed to be people who check these things?
Someone should be fired. You're so brave. This can't be good for your skin.
Oh, I know! Now how am I supposed to look like a fairy?
Let me worry about that, darling.
Well, you're doing it all wrong. Trust me, I know! Fairies have...
I wish I had earplugs.
Did you bring anyone else up?
Yeah, I needed someone to grab Lala's shoes.
Don't you only need one person to do that?
What? Oh. She's too good at her job. Out!
Hey! I just want a shot or two.
No! That one's not with me!
Ma'am, this is a closed set. You'll have to leave.
Well,
That one went through.
Weird.
What the hell?
Piff, piff.
Hey, grab the fire extinguisher.
That's you, Alina. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Rebecca?
Thanks.
Quite the exciting life you lead.
Shoot me.
Oh, come on. You were pretty impressive in there.
Thanks. Yeah, I guess I was.
Not as impressive as the elevator, but still pretty cool.
I still don't know what happened back there.
Your cop friend will find something.
He's not my friend.
Oh, so you guys dating?
Ew. God, no.
So you two...
First time in heels, bad knee, stepped in shit, had curry for lunch. He's like an annoying older brother. We've known each other a long time, and Queer Werewolves is a pretty exclusive club.
What?
Well, at least locally.
Oh.
Whatever. Anyway, Connor says we won't know anything for a while.
Are you working tomorrow? All this sort of got in the way of question and answer.
I'm taking her shallowness to her lake house.
Where's that?
Outside the city. Near some woods, not many people around. Actually, you should come.
It'll be so good to get away after yesterday. It was just so stressful and trying.
Ugh, I can't take this.
Maybe I should write a song about it.
And
sure.
done.
Hey, shouldn't you pay attention to what she's doing?
No, my job's to pay attention to her surroundings, not her. I mean, do you ever listen to half the shit that comes out of Lala's mouth? One night she was high and talked my ear off for 2 hours about fairies and how she met one.
So where do you learn how to drive?
My dad.
Oh, cool. Was he like a delivery guy or something?
No, he just knew, so he taught me.
No, no need to get snippy.
Shit, what'd I do this time? Sorry.
It's fine.
That's you, Blue.
Is that me? Oh,
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just, what the? Fuck!
Out of my way.
You okay?
I'm never getting in a car again.
Could have been worse. How about you, ladies?
I think I'm gonna have a black eye. You can borrow my concealer. Thanks.
Damn. Hey, what if you call for an ambulance?
You better delete those fucking pictures, you motherfucking cunt!
Oh, come on! It'll humanize you in the eyes of the public.
Did you just record that entire thing?
What? I called emergencies as soon as the truck started to fall, and the news will want pictures.
Just once.
This is ES. What is your emergency? Hello?
Yeah, hello. I've been in a car accident on Route 401.
What is your car registration number? We will track your location.
Hold on. Rebecca?
What the fuck? Where'd they go? Not even a cent.
Where'd they go?
I have no clue.
This might be paranoia talking, but I'm pretty sure I've seen them at every accident these past few days.
Freak accidents, disappearing figure with no name or scent. Oh, isn't this fun? How far back do your photos go?
How do I know you're just not gonna trash them again?
You don't.
Maybe if you explain the fire?
No.
Then I guess you don't get to see.
Look, Fatima, I want to see the inside of the lake house. They were even at the premiere? Damn it.
Can we kick her out yet?
In a few minutes.
Whoever that is needs to seriously update their wardrobe. They look like it's still 2165.
So tacky.
That's also you, Andrea. They could be doing the retro thing.
They could be trying the retro thing.
Then they're
That's good.
failing. Oh, I don't know if that was
That
me or
was
you.
that was you, Iris. Yeah.
Okay.
There wasn't a scent, so we're dealing with either a fairy or an angel. Probably a fairy in this case.
So, do you think this person put a curse on her or something?
Fairies are nice.
No, they aren't.
Mine is.
How much have you smoked?
I'm not stoned. I really met one. She said she'd make all my dreams come true.
What was the fairy's name?
Oh, you know, I wrote my first album about her.
Wasn't that when you were like 7?
Yeah. Fuck, that feels like forever ago. Hey, guys, do any of you ever feel like you missed out on life?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I've just been missing out on things and stuff. Just going to movies or having time to myself or, I don't know, stuff.
Are you serious?
You're full of it.
No, listen, guys, I feel like I'm behind.
Behind on what?
Life and shit.
Fatima, can I see your camera again? I need to check one of the videos again.
What the fuck?
Now get out.
What?
You heard me. Time to go.
You trashed my camera!
Yup.
My work was on that thing!
I'm sure you have backups.
Thump.
Rebecca, you're a good bodyguard.
What? What the hell is this? Thanks.
Even though you totally look like a dude.
Never mind. You should probably get some sleep.
I need a bath first. I smell like vomit.
Yeah, you do. You all know where the guest rooms are?
Yeah.
So, what now?
We still got time before midnight. Let's get to the bottom of this fairy thing.
How exactly?
We need to find its name. Ugh, how the hell did she arrange these?
Something wrong?
I have no way to know what order these came out in. They're just slapped on there at random.
What are you talking about? They're arranged by color.
Stupid color. Well, that still doesn't help me figure out which is first.
think it's one of these two, or that one on top. My friend Janelle's a big fan.
Let's see these song titles.
Only magic-related songs on here are Magic Wand, which I think is about sex, and Mystical Journey, which is about drugs.
I think Wish for My World is our best bet.
Why that one?
Fairies need humans to ask for something before they can start fucking with them. Volume 2, 0, and go.
Aren't you gonna play it?
Not when this will show the lyrics. I sure as hell ain't gonna listen if I don't have to. These are awful.
She was 7.
Who decides a 7-year-old should put out an album? And who buys this garbage?
Oh, cute. There's a cover of I Won't Grow Up on here.
I think this one's a bust. Huh? Okay, we got it. I'm gonna call up the fairy.
Can I help?
Got a pen?
No.
Then you can help with cleanup.
What are you doing?
Call fairy. All you need's a glyph. And a name. I saw it done a bunch at my last job. Here's hoping I didn't forget anything. Lee?
You're sharp. Not that it'll matter, but how'd you spot me?
Your clothes.
I thought for sure I was caught up on human fashion.
Why are you after Lala?
I'm giving her what she wants.
What?
20 #1 hits before age 15, richest pop star of all time.
That was you?
Guilty. She wanted fame, fortune, and to be remembered forever. Fame, check. Fortune, check. One left.
And if I stop you?
You can't.
Shit, she's gone. I need to check on Lala.
Wait up.
I don't think you want to see this.
Oh, God. Sorry you're out of a job.
Would it be really awful of me to go grab something of hers to auction off?
Probably.
So, you happy?
What?
Past midnight.
Oh.
So you don't have to put up with me anymore.
I guess I don't, do I? Want to grab a drink?
If you're buying.
What?
Hey, I'm out of a job.
The end.
Fine.
Yay.
We did it!
Woo!
We did it, and everyone was
We did
audible
it!
this
Fun.
time.
Yeah.
Success.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
I have the questions from last time. I did save them so that way I can go over everyone's old questions and whatnot. I just need to find the thread. All right, so the first was what's my favorite work I've ever done, and what's the most challenging / annoying. For most challenging / annoying, I'm gonna say all of the goddamn horses, and you're the chosen one. There's too many.
You did it to yourself, though, buddy.
Yeah. Writer me clearly hates artist me and said, "Let's have a horse parade."
You,
And-
handshake emoji, Guillermo del Toro, working with horses in any creative endeavor.
Yeah. No. No more horses. They don't exist.
They're not real.
Yeah, they're not real. Horses aren't real.
No longer exist in this universe.
Horses can't hurt you anymore.
Yeah. So my favorite is usually whatever I finished most recently. though I think I'm partial to Better to Find You With. I like how a lot of like the foliage turned out and that. And I like to draw snow and shit. And so I think right now that's probably my favorite. Then someone asked, I see that you reused at least 2 characters from Sorcery 101. Are any others going to make appearances? Basically, City Between World is like, if Sorcery 101 is 616, City Between World is 1616, which is my way of revealing that I know too much about Marvel.
I was gonna say
Nerd.
Yeah, 1616 is the Ultimate Universe. But
Very nerd.
so there are going to be more characters from Sorcery 101 that come up in the City Between. Their backstory might not necessarily be exactly the same, because like it is a different universe with no horses and no cars. So some stuff still has to change because I'm trying to make their world very different from ours rather than just like with subtle name changes and whatnot. Part of making the City Between was to make a world that is more obviously not our world. Sorcery 101's kind of has the same pop culture, same everything. In fact, because Fame and Misfortune was made first, there's a few things that, like, if I print an omnibus, I'll tweak the dialogue slightly. Like, Lala says that her album comes out in July. I'll just change it to the summer. And then there's a part where Marnie says Christ, and there is no Jesus in the City Between Worlds, so she needs...
Jesus is really hard anymore.
There's no Christianity in general, so they have different religions. And so I'll have her say something else. And then
It's really thoughtful world building.
And then there's a part where Rebecca said Saturday, so I need to just change that to the weekend. And so yeah, who is my favorite character? I have the most fun writing Connor because he's awful. And really, yeah, he's my favorite to write because he's terrible and awful and horrible.
Can't wait to see that shower orange convo with his husband.
Yeah, that may never make it in, but in my heart, it's canon. For reference, for everyone watching the stream, I was talking to everyone here about how Connor and his husband think arguing is fun, but they argue about very stupid shit, like whether or not aliens are real, all the time.
That's not stupid. That's legitimate. I've seen Contact.
And so, Hye informed me about a thing where people think that, like, eating oranges in the shower taps into some primordial memory and is therefore good for your mental health. And so, that was suggested as a dumb thing that they can argue about. And I would put Connor on the side.
It for one thing.
I would put Connor on the side of eating oranges in the shower just because it's dumb, and he knows that supporting it would annoy his husband.
You're gonna get bits of rind in the drain.
Yeah, so
for the shower.
That may never actually make it in, but I'll try.
It's a great character note. Good job, Hye.
Someone asked, this was originally made in 2012, so what would I do differently? I mentioned the tweaks to make its world building consistent with the other ones, like just changing the language slightly. But otherwise I feel like it's pretty tight because they solve it through Fatima taking pictures of everything that's going on. They it gets fairies come up before the reveal that it is a fairy that talked to Mistress Lala. So I feel like it is pretty well connected. Everything in there is tightly plotted. And the Fairy Lee's clothes are outdated. How outdated are the clothes, and what is the difference? So Lee is the only one whose buttons go down the center of their outfit. Everyone else has buttons that go down the side. I try to make everyone's outfits kind of asymmetrical, and have that be sort of the thing that's consistent throughout their world, which makes it hard to make their world's equivalent of a t-shirt or anything that isn't buttoned up still stand out as different. And then what is my favorite future tech ultra reality thing in the comic? I really like Fatima's glasses, the little camera that hooks up to them. Most other glasses are like a visor thing, because I wanted to design glasses that wouldn't block someone's expression from in profile.
Smart.
And Fatima's the exception because she has a nifty doodad on her glasses. In Better to Find You With, Jeff has sunglasses that aren't a visor, and it is specifically noted that he has retro glasses. So if anyone has glasses that actually have a frame that goes behind the ear, that's sort of the thing. Also, fun fact, the reporter at the beginning is Blue and I's friend Kristen, getting a cameo in the comic.
Aw.
Oh wait,
that's
I've missed
fun.
that.
Cool.
I have to check that
I love
out
that.
again.
Yeah, I asked if at the time I was drawing it, I asked, does anyone want to be in the comic? And Kristen sent me a picture of herself at the time.
Oh my god, you're right. That's right.
Hey.
How fun is it designing future cars on a scale of 1 to 10? I hate cars. Cars are awful. I had more fun designing the buildings. I like to draw buildings. But does anyone else have any questions?
If you could have one kind of magical power in the world of the City Between, what would you give yourself? Werewolf is not an option.
Yeah, because we assumed you'd be a werewolf already, so.
Yeah,
so
take the easy answer
You're
out.
gonna be a magic werewolf.
Werewolf plus what?
Yeah.
Werewolf New Game Plus.
okay, because the werewolves get a lot of very handy powers, like super strength and super speed. So it's like, if you're asking me what one
No-brainer.
superpower I could have, I was like, oh, well, if I can't have all the werewolf powers, I think I'd go with super speed.
Really?
Or super strength, but since you
You
said I
already
get
have
all the
super
werewolf
strength in real
powers
life.
anyway, I don't know. I'm bad at these questions.
I
So
feel
does
like,
that mean
this
that
is like a fundamental argument people can have about super strength or super speed.
People usually ask flying or invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like
see, I'm lazy enough that I already don't want to go outside and walk. Why would I want to fly? It sounds exhausting.
yeah.
Well, is it Superman style flying where you just sort of levitate, or is it like powered flight, like there's some muscle movement
Yeah,
involved?
if there's wings involved, ugh,
Oh, yeah.
I'm already tired.
My birds don't even want to fly.
I'm trying.
It's tiring.
I'm trying to imagine what the most strenuous and annoying form of flying would be, and I think it would just be like you have to swim upwards.
Yeah, air swimming. Air swimming.
Yeah, that would look bad, and it would be exhausting.
I feel like that's a video game glitch of just like swimming straight up into the air.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
your X-Men power? Yeah, I got Gmod enabled.
God.
As far as X-Men, I feel like most useful in the real world is also the least useful in an X-Men comic. Cypher has the most useful actual power, in everyday life, but the worst for being
Is Cypher
on a
talking to?
Huh?
Cypher's
Cypher
talking
can
to
read
language?
every language. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
and it's like,
I'd put Forge up there.
no, because Cypher is like, he could just super easily go, like, work at the UN, like,
He can read every language, but can he comprehend the languages?
Yes.
And can he translate one language to another?
I think he can. 'Cause
Aha.
he
Yeah.
does tell people what
He's-
alien shit says, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Handy.
Decided.
He's Krakoa's personal translator during the Jonathan
Oh,
Hickman years.
fun.
He's very OP except for any situation which involves punching, which
Yeah.
unfortunately is most of the situations in
Yeah.
X-Men.
Yeah.
I feel
But
like
the powers
Grant
are
Morrison
punching, we
X-Men
don't want you.
invented a lot of characters that were not combat focused, which is how it should be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bring back Bird
Yeah.
Boy.
Eek! Was back for a little while. He's living up in like
Yeah, and then they
Idaho or
murdered
some
him
shit
again.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I
This
thought
is-
he's
yeah,
not
I'm pretty
supposed
sure
to
Beak
die.
got
I thought
murdered.
nobody dies now. I thought that was the rules.
I don't know. They changed the rules again.
We got your
Yeah,
body.
nobody
Everyone
dies,
dies, and then they come back.
Every mutant who's ever died ever can come back now. That's the thing. No, death is not
that's-
real for mutants anymore.
Yeah.
That's fun for storytelling, I guess, if you're into that. Cal, if you
Really
had to kill
great
off a
for
character
stage.
forever and ever, who would you do? Who
I
would you
mean,
kill
I
off?
killed Lala in this one.
Yeah, but like main, like recurring character.
That's
Um,
hard.
Define recurring character because there is a recurring character
More-
that I kill in the next one. But
Well, there you
Spoilers.
go then. Do you have any characters that you felt bad killing or regret killing then?
no.
You're very merciless.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's like I think of it as, who am I done with, story wise?
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That's
Amazing.
fucking
So
cold, Cal.
Mistress
Cold.
Lala can die because I don't need her anymore.
You're literally that Toy Story meme of him dropping the Woody
I don't
doll
wanna
going, I
see
don't
it.
need you anymore.
Yeah.
I don't need you anymore.
Holy shit, Cal.
And
That's very
so it's
hardcore.
basically like, because I was planning out new stories, I was debating whether or not to kill Maria after like 5 or 6 stories.
Mhm.
I'm not going to answer what I decided on air because that's a big spoiler, but I also might change my mind. So
You heard it here first.
yeah, I basically wonder, like, am I done with this person? Do I have anything that is unique to them that I can't, that I need to, that I can still like squeeze juice out of?
Yeah, I think that's a fair, like, because you don't want to get your cast so big that it grows beyond and you're just like limiting yourself. I think that's a fair.
Well, the
like,
idea for
approach to
City
it.
Between is I want someone to be able to read the stories in any order. So if I kill so like if I need a werewolf, I have multiple werewolves. So what makes Connor unique as a werewolf is, or Rebecca unique as a werewolf. Rebecca is unique because she's half Thaumanip, so that's why she has fire powers. And that is a thing that is not supposed to happen very often, because the Thaumanips, most of them are in like a fascist cult. So it is rare enough that one of them gets out of the cult, never mind has kids with a werewolf. So Rebecca's unique, and I need to keep her around until I have exhausted all that. Connor's unique because he is the first werewolf to be publicly out, and is all about respectability, politics, and being the public face of werewolfism. So it's basically like, what type of stories am I done telling about that type of character? Whereas there is less special about Jeff the werewolf and Better to Find You With, so I guess if I was going to kill a werewolf, it would probably be him. because I can just make a new werewolf. And because if people are reading them in any order anyway, they won't realize that I've made a Jeff Light unless they've read all of them. If that makes sense.
It does. We're still discussing shower oranges. You got to peel the orange in the shower, otherwise it defeats the purpose because you're trying to contain the mess.
I love that the shower orange has like, because you were the only one that wasn't really like there, Andrea. So you're just like completely baffled by this conversation.
You got caught in the drain.
Listen.
That water spins down.
I have the kind of ADHD where when I got the clinician at the end of my appointment, he said, "Whew, yeah, you definitely have ADHD. There's no getting around that." So I've eaten a lot of food while doing other things. And the only thing I've ever achieved by eating in the shower is mushy food and waterboarding.
What are your thoughts
We
on
don't eat under the shower. I'm
well,
gonna
no,
do
you
it.
have your back turned to it, but the water is it's a shower, Iris. The water is everywhere. You are surrounded by water.
Listen.
I'm gonna do it. Eat in the bath. In the bath, you're only partially surrounded by water.
I'm just gonna keep all this, and when Connor and Jordan argue about eating oranges in the shower,
where's that gift from The Office of the guy just writing things down? It's just Phil observing Andrea.
You can
if you're gonna eat in the shower, it's either to cut down on time or to cut down on mess.
What do you think about brushing your teeth in the shower, Andrea?
I'm not a fan of it because I like to brush my teeth while I'm brushing my hair.
Okay.
What, with like one hand on your hair, one hand on your teeth?
Yeah.
Do you like
I have an electric
make the
toothbrush
same?
and my hair is 5 inches long.
Do you make the same motions with both of them?
The toothbrush stays in one cheek.
That's like patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time.
Yeah.
Brush.
I'm not negging. I'm genuinely impressed.
Well, I never used to eat in the shower because what I used to make is just a 2-second fried egg. Turns out if you turn the oven up all the way, the burner up all the way, you can cook faster. You can just only do it for a limited amount of time.
Well, I'm going to try shower orange, and then I'll report back in here about the results. And if it ends up being bad, then I will just be the clown of the world, okay?
It's just gonna be wet
if it ends up being good, you have to listen to me, okay?
It's gonna be like,
and if it's
all right,
I'm expecting it to be mid, honestly, but
thank you. It's not
I have a Gnostic mind, and I must keep my brain open to the wavelength of the cosmos. I need to accept new experiences as they pass into me and through me.
Does anyone else have any questions
the same thing
before
about Dick.
we wrap it up?
That's true too.
No, but I'm hungry just now.
Oh yeah, it is Clementine season. Mandarins are in season.
Hell yes.
Mm-hmm. And if y'all haven't downloaded Melanie Gilman's foraging zine, you definitely should.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyways.
Any more questions? Anyone in the chat?
I have a quick question, Kel, if this qualifies for. So a lot of I really like whenever I go through this comic, especially I love seeing the city backdrops and shit. You have a really cool sense of architecture to it and everything. What were some of the inspirations you drew visually for the titular city?
Art Deco. Art Deco. A lot of Art Deco, a lot of the Batman, the animated series, which is just more Art Deco.
Okay.
And then
I gotta take you right.
Yeah. So when I visited Blue in Minneapolis, I took a bunch of photos of Art Deco buildings to steal and put in the comic later. Also, I was trying to think of one of the other things is for the city itself, part of why they don't have cars is because every 5 stories there's an elevated sidewalk. I'm trying to get to those pipes are not only the support beams for the elevated sidewalks, but they're also plumbing and the light for the street. So if this was in color, those pipes would glow.
Ooh.
And so this is a good excuse for them not to use cars, because you can just, everything's elevated anyway, and you would have to take a big long elevator trip if you used a car for the most part. It would be faster to just go across the street on the elevated like sidewalk and bridges. But also, since I knew vampires would come back eventually, sunlight doesn't get to the bottom level that often, and that lets the vampires get around during the daytime and prey on the poorest people in the city because they're capitalists. So that was also an intentional thing, that like less sunlight down below. And yeah, so most of the cars are just delivery vehicles. So Mistress Lala having a car is ridiculously wealthy status. And Rebecca is probably the only person in the cast that knows how to drive. At least of the Fatima drives a motorcycle, so that would be the closest thing. Yeah, so people are more like, if they have a license, it's probably a motorcycle license. It is very rare for someone to have a car driver's license. So it's only like emergency services and delivery people.
Makes sense.
So Connor can probably drive. Other stuff is I don't like to draw suburbs, so there's this big giant city, and then it almost immediately turns into super rural, walk 15 miles to see your closest neighbor situation. So Better to Find You With is supposed to be like, to contrast the big giant city where everyone lives, here is a rural as fuck area, and there really isn't an in-between. So it goes straight from big giant city to large, open, rural, or wildlife area. Because it hasn't come up in the dialogue yet, but food is free unless it is already prepared. So eating at a restaurant costs money because you're paying for the labor, but if you're getting a bread in a jar of peanut butter from the store to make a sandwich at home, those are both free. So their government's farming industry has their country's farming industry has a lot of power in the government, because they need to make sure that everyone's free food is there. And that is also part of my it has to be different from our world, so I made it more leftist in general. People's apartments are partly for, most of the apartments are free in the city too, unless you want a big, expensive, nicer one.
Wish that were me.
Yeah. I know, I was just thinking that.
How
long have you kind of had the idea for the city between as a concept?
Well, like I said, this was in 2012.
Right.
And then it sort of grew from there while I was thinking about pulling at logical consequences is how I think up story ideas for the city between. It gets built as I think of story ideas that directly address certain things. And part of why I figured out the free food and a lot of free housing is because Connor's husband is their world's equivalent of the governor.
Oh.
And I needed to know what his political position is, who are his opponents, and what is treated as a fringe position.
Who will Pokemon go to the polls for
Wow.
him?
Yeah.
And
Because
that's stuff that you all added to the world book that's not even in the story.
yeah, because it's basically Connor's husband is running for office during Murky Water.
Mhm.
And he's going to be running, that campaign's going to continue till into the next story about Connor and Maria. But yeah, so I was just trying to figure out, like, okay, so this is his position. This is sort of the default position. This is what his opponent is trying to do, and this is what someone else would do. So Connor's husband is a socialist, and in Murky Water, he does say that he is trying to defund the police.
Nice.
Excellent.
Basically, well, he wants to
cops
put
are
in more
beautiful.
restrictions and requirements and like oversight on what the cops are doing. And Connor gets asked about it because, hey, how do you feel about your husband trying to like make your job harder? Bye, Alina.
See y'all. I'm gonna head out.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jet to.
Yeah,
Have
well-
a great night, everybody, and thank you so much for having me be a part of this. This is a lot of
This
fun.
is super fun. Thank you.
After I'm done with this question, I'm gonna wrap it up too. So you have a good
Okay.
one, Iris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Later,
Yeah.
y'all.
So I needed to just figure out like what Connor's husband would be more left than the average person in the city.
Mhm.
But even their right-wing people, like, if they tried to get rid of the free housing and the free food, would get in a lot of trouble and no one would vote for them. So it's sort of, what does their right wing look like? Versus what would be Connor be trying, but what would Jordan trying to do for not just the city but the whole province?
Right. It's
and-
interesting.
Yeah, and I am trying to
I love
find
how much
ways to.
consideration you put in your story.
Yeah, I have a few half ideas that deal more directly with Connor's husband, so that can get expanded on in the thing, but it will probably be a 5 or 6 stories later, not something that will happen extremely soon. And I try not to talk about stuff that isn't in the comic yet, mostly because if I do, people treat it as fact and then I can't change my mind, or they get on my case if I change my mind, which is one of the things I learned while dealing with Sorcery 101. So while I'm not going to change the free food, free housing thing, it is the more specifics and devils in the details about their politics. Until it's actually in the comic, it's who knows. But I think that should wrap it up as people have left to go get lunch. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Thanks to you all for helping read stuff.
Of course. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
In a
thanks,
couple of
Kel.
months, I'll do something like this for Better to Find You With. Gonna have different people volunteered to read parts of that. So, but I have to find time to cut all the panels out and make this nice slideshow.
Yeah, this was very nice to follow through with, by the way.
It looked
Yeah.
very good. Very
Yeah.
good.
Thanks again, everyone, and you all have